Just a spectacular afternoon for football here in the Tar Heel state of North Carolina as EA Sports welcomes you inside Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7 as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the Carolina Panthers. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. First carry here for Kenneth Walker III. And not much doing there, maybe a yard up to the 23. You look at this Carolina defense. They were quite formidable in the win over the Eagles a week ago.
I just consider myself fortunate that I'm not in charge of the offensive line. They gave up 7 sacks last week. And if things don't improve in this game, the head coach isn't going to be looking at the offensive line. He's going to be looking at the offensive line coach. And that's when things get dicey.
Come on.
2nd and 9 now. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Fowler. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
That was a route run, not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Ready?
Walker now on 1st and 10. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. They get 17 on that one, move the chains, first down Seahawks. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going, runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give him the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Now it's 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Walker. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Past the 20. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. That one will go down as 33 yards on the 3rd down conversion.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
That one came up just a little bit short. I'm wondering, is he still a little bit tight as this game starts? What would you say? Maybe he's got to take the governor off of it?
Or maybe the donut off the baseball bat, like the guys beyond that circle?
I like that. Yeah, just take that little extra weight off of him and start to play freely.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now to the ground. Here's Walker. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
And Walker once more. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. Back to throw. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks take a chance, but they find pay dirt on 4th and goal. Now for the point after. And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And able to get this out to the 25. Looking to put a drive together. Now a play fake here on 1st down. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete. When you talk about this Seahawk defense, this unit very tough to throw against, currently 2nd best in the NFL.
And this unit knows exactly where they rank. They're number 2 against the pass in the NFL. You know they have their sights set on being number 1, looking for a big game today.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Looking Miller, and he finds McMillan. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
He'll look to throw. Just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down. The Panthers sitting at a very solid 4-2 record through the first 6 weeks. And they coming on a pretty good roll here, winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Back to throw again. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. They'll look to throw again. He'll get this complete to the rookie first-round pick. And he is going to have the Panthers first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5. Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chain, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the first down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
They'll find McMillan here. It's going to be a nice pickup, but he also takes a pretty good lick at the end of that one. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, they start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
The tally there, -2 yards, brings up third down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. They'll set up to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice and meetings talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts them down in the minds of their opponents.
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
60 Bobcat! 60 Bobcat! Ready, go!
On first down, he'll drop to throw. From the left side, it's complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. They'll get 34 yards there.
First down, Seahawks.
Out of the gun, Walker with it. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. It's a gain of 7 on the ground. 2nd down coming up.
That run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all of their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through, pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now saying, we got it going, boys. Let's keep it going.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Ken Walker with career touchdown number 109. That ties him with Barry Sanders on the all-time NFL list. And the Seahawks have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point splits the uprights. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2. As they've got it as we resume action. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. On the give, Jeanty trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. Third down and 9.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Panthers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
I see through your eyes and I see.
Ready up! 19, Tiger, 19, let's go! Cougar 19, go!
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Second down and a yard. They'll set up a throw. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
Oh, and that's kind of how it's gone for them so far. That was a ball they need to get back in this game. A quick strike, a big play. But he led his guy too far, and it winds up over his head.
They'll try to run for it with Jeanty. Room here to run. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That good for 22 and a first down.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
19, drop all ladies,
They'll run on first down. Finney. Well, he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Ball resting on the 10-yard line. It's second and 1.
Here we go, here we go.
They hand off to their big tight end. And here he'll get it down to the 7. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now a handoff to Jeanty. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. 70 line. 70 range. 70 range. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Panthers are back within a score. Well executed there offensively. Defense looked a little confused, but he found his receiver, and that one good for 6 points.
And the payoff we just saw there tells us how many times they ran this play in practice over the past few weeks, because they executed that flawlessly right here on game day when the situation arose.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. So this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence, because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7. From the 39-yard line, here comes 2nd down and 6.
Dragon 6, Panther 60, Panther 60.
Now back to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme, and you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
In for the Seattle touchdown. Kenneth Walker with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 21-7.
Panthers 7. Sam Little to kick off.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
Get your money up. I will put it down. On all of us. On my people now. On what I love. Ooh, we're being dangerous. Your problems are just not the same to us. We're dealing with kids you ain't seen before. We're feeling the weight of our answers.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need it right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp, and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
19, target, Mustang 19.
2nd and 5. He'll get this out to Ginty. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Here now, 3rd and a yard.
Let's go, Cougar 19. Hawks 70. Hawks, baby.
Back to throw here. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Again, he'll drop to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. It's going to be a nice pickup, but he also takes a pretty good lick at the end of that one.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 42-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
They tried the throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1.
70 Timberwolf. Warrior 70.
Looking to throw. Oh, that is incomplete. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Panthers going to get the football first, trailing here as well as we resume play in this second half. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And all in all, pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
Here's 2nd and 3.
Here we go, shot.
They'll look to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. And he is down deep into Seattle territory. A big play there for Carolina. 42 yards. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Ginty. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. So 3 plays, already first and goal, and they are wasting little time.
Panthers first down. First and goal at the 1-yard line.
Jeanty is into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. So he had the nice run to get him down there. Was stopped just short of the goal line, but they go right back to him, CD, and he delivers to finish the drive off.
A little extra determination there, don't you think, partner? You notice he didn't tap on his helmet and say, get me out after the run down to the end zone. He said, I almost got in. I'm going to get in on my own. I'm staying in. And he carries it across the goal line.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change. Because otherwise, that could overrun your team. You got to be careful right here.
Quick throw here, that's complete. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be second down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well, great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
From the 46-yard line, a second down and 6.
Come on. Hit. 60,
They'll drop the throw. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Joshua Hines-Allen able to record his 5th sack of the season. The defense, they brought the house. That O-line, they were overwhelmed.
To put it mildly, because they didn't have enough bodies to block all the guys that came at them. Their best move, how they would have been better served, just turn around and yell, look out, because here they come.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route, complete. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. They'll run for it. It's Walker. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on 4th down. Good spot on the field to go for it. Kind of no man's land, as they call it. It worked out.
Yeah, they call it no man's land because your punter is telling you it's too short. I'm just going to punt it into the end zone. Your field goal kicker might give you a little raised eyebrow. Might be too far for the field goal. So it gives you a great chance to go for it. Personally, if you have those tendencies to be aggressive as a head coach, you kind of like this spot because it gives you the decision to go ahead and go for it when you want to anyway.
And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. 111 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
On play action, they'll throw. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked up by Antonio Johnson. And the Panthers will take over here just shy of the 30. So this offense moving the ball well, trying to open up a 2-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. But now potentially a play that could have big ramifications.
Yeah, you've driven the ball down the field. Things are looking up. But it takes just one bad decision to throw things off the rails.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
The run straight ahead with Jeanty. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Well, they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here. Pretty explosive run on that inside handoff, and when you're a runner of his caliber, you don't need a big crease.
You really don't, but also what we're seeing is an offensive line that's taking charge at the point of attack, aren't we? Not only are they controlling the initial contact, they're actually utilizing what they call the strain the next 2 to 3 seconds to continue to move people.
Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
2nd and 14. That's complete. It's Ladd McConkey. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 30. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
On the give, Jeanty. And he'll get what he can up the middle. 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Ball at the 26, 2nd and 7. He'll look to throw. This is caught by McMillan. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 16.
That's another Panthers first down.
On 1st down, Finney. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10. We have played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
10-yard line.
And we're back now in Charlotte. It's the Panthers in possession of the football, but facing a deficit here as we get to the 4th and final quarter of play. Four yards remain on 2nd down. Ball on the 10.
Let's go now. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Kill. COVID-19. Go.
They'll run with Jeanty. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. From the right hash, this a 31-yard attempt. Bates' kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to always build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
Mustang 19. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler.
Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30.
132 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
60 box Cougar 19.
Quickly completed to the right flank. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A great effort there. 29 yards.
And the Seahawks add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
Point after, right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Second and 10.
Back to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
And I think he just wanted to get the ball to one of his playmakers to see if they can make something happen, but he ends up throwing into a crowded area, and after the catch, he isn't able to do much with it.
Here we go, set.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The offense on 3rd down, they've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 4. He'll drop to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And he'll be ridden out of bounds all the way down at the 15-yard line.
A big play there on the catch and run. 54 yards.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
And now they'll shift things around.
to throw again. And a loose football. And the Seahawks have picked it up.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Ready, ready.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Turnover that just got them the football back, obviously a big one, because had they been able to score on the other side, this would have been a one-possession game.
So you don't sense full relief here, though?
No, I don't, especially with the ball this deep in their own territory, because you make a mistake, they've got it right back in prime position.
They certainly do. So now, almost like a 4-minute offense, right? Take care of this bad boy. Make sure the other team doesn't touch it, but move it with consistent gains. Wear down the clock and make them use their timeouts in this situation.
Now a 2nd and 2.
He'll look to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Fowler. And he is out of bounds right around the 34.
That's good.
First down, Seattle, 16 yards the gain there.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because, to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear. I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Straight ahead, Walker. And he'll be brought down just shy of 45.
149 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Going for the knockout blow right there. I think if I'm up 2 scores, I'd be worried about an interception, but playing this way is what got them this lead. So you may as well ride it out to the end.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. There he goes again. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Their mobile quarterback with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 15 on the year.
And the Seahawks have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Panthers 17.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
At their own 28-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they're in a big fourth-quarter hole. And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 2.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Franklin. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
He's able to force his way through one man, but he can muster only about a yard on the play. 2nd down.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
2nd down and 8.
Bronco 80. Viking 18.
They'll look to throw here. They'll try and set up the screen to Genty. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. They'll set up to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself. The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down.
Viking 18. Trap 60. Trap 60. Dragon 60. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that will force a turnover on downs.
Hold the ready.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Just all around a solid performance, and now they've got the 3-score lead here, Charles. So final seconds of the 4th quarter.
Yeah, in this one, they've been in control, haven't they? They've earned this victory. No question who the better team was out there in this game. And frankly, the score could have been a lot worse than it was. Give them a lot of credit for how they played in this one.
So the victory here for Seattle. And this coaching staff, CD, I think you'd agree, pleased with this overall effort.
Oh, I think they're more than pleased, right? They've got to look at each other like, wow, we just pulled this one off in a big way. Great job of motivating. Even better job of game planning. They were facing a top 10 defense, so they had to make sure that everything was buttoned down, and they had it ready to go, and their guys executed.
Yeah, they were concerned not only about moving the ball through the air, but also on the ground, but both really started to come in sync. So for the Seahawks,
They remain as hot as anyone, 6-0 now through the first month and a half. And they'll get another road date next week. Meanwhile, for the Panthers, the loss drops them back to 4-3 so far. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in New Orleans against the Saints. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.